In this lecture, let us discuss about four queens problem. So this four queens problem consists of placing four queens on a 4x4 chessboard. So you can see the 4x4 chessboard here, and the condition is no two queens attack each other. So no two queens are allowed to be placed either on the same row or on the same column, or you cannot place them diagonally because they should not attack each other, right? So here we are having 4x4 chessboard, and the number of rows and columns of the chessboard, they range from 1 to 4. And so here you need to place each queen one by one in different rows. So you can start from topmost row. While placing a queen in a row, check for clashes with already placed queens. So you can start from the topmost row, and also while placing them, you need to check whether there are any clashes. So if there is no clash, then you can mark this row and column as part of solution by placing the queen. Okay. And if it is not, if there is no safe cell, or if there are any clashes, then you need to implement backtracking. That means undo the placement of recent queen. Okay. And you need to use the same procedure. So if you take the first condition here, first step, first we are placing this queen q1 in 0, 0 cell. So here this all these x's, so they represent the cells which are not safe, because we can't place this queen 2 on the same column or on the same row, or you can't place it diagonally. So we are representing the unsafe cells with x. After this, in step 2, you need to put queen 2. So you need to place it in a safe cell. So what are the safe cells here? So this is safe, right? So in the leftover cells, you can place q2 anywhere. So say suppose we place it this q2 here. Now again you need to keep all these x in order to indicate unsafe places. So Q2 again, place X in complete column, complete row, and in diagonal positions. And at row 2, there is no cell which are safe to place Q3. So here at row 2, there is no safe place to place this Q3. So backtrack and remove this Q2, because almost all cells are filled with this X. So better to backtrack and remove this Q3, remove this Q2 from cell 1, 2. And here after doing that, there is a safe cell in the row 1, 1, 3, right? So now this is the position. So after removing this, after implementing backtracking, again we came to the previous state. So now you can place this Q2 somewhere else instead of placing it here. Say suppose we inserted this Q2 at this point. Now again you need to represent all the unsafe cells. So the cells which are present in the same row, same column, and diagonal cells. Okay, diagonal cells are these two. Okay, what are the leftover cells now? These two are leftover. So you can place Q3. So place Q3 at cell 2, 1. So that this is the notation. So after this, again, you need to indicate unsafe cells. So all the diagonal cells in the same row and same column. So now this chessboard is completely full. There is no cell to place queen q4. So again, what we'll do? Again, backtrack. So backtrack and remove this Q3 so that you'll move to the same state. Backtrack again and remove Q2 because there are only two places. If you place this Q3 at this place, again same situation occurs. So this is not safe to place this Q2 at this place. So you need to backtrack again so that you'll move back to the same place again. That is, you'll move to step 1. So queen Q1 will be removed from cell 0, 0. You need to remove this Q1 also and place this Q1 at cell 0, 1. So instead of placing it at 0, 0, you need to place it at 0, 1. So we are placing it at location 0, 1. So represent all unsafe cells, cells in same row, same column and diagonal cells. Okay. And after this, place queen Q2 at cell 1, 3. So this place is safe. So you can place Q2 at this place and you can see all the cells in same row, same column and diagonal cells, they are represented with X. So which indicates unsafe. Now next step is you need to place Q3. So this is empty, right? So you can place Q3 here. So after placing this Q3, this is the representation. Now we are left with only Q4. So Q4 you can place it at this point. So this is one possible configuration of solution, right? Now we arranged all queens or we placed all queens on this 4x4 chessboard. Now let us see 8 queens problem. So just now we solved 4 queens. So this 8 queens is also similar to that. So this is quite simple. On a 8x8 chessboard, the queen can move any number of squares horizontally, vertically and diagonally. And normally there is one queen per side on the board, but for this problem there are 8 queens. So you need to place 8 queens on this chessboard. So the goal is to place 8 queens on the board such that each pair of queens, they aren't attacking each other. So we need to place all the 8 queens so that none of them should attack each other. So you can see it in the picture. Every queen is not in the line of sight of another queen. So this is the arrangement states. So you can arrange 0 to 8 queens on the board. And initial status, so initially there is no queen on the board, so there are 0 queens. And actions, so you need to add queen to this empty square. So initially it is empty and now you need to add the queen to the empty square. Like that you need to add all the queens, all 8 queens. And transition modal, it returns the board with a queen added to the specified square. So so whenever we add queen, so then that board will be returned here every time when we add the queen. Goal is place 8 queens on the chessboard and make sure that none of them attack each other. So this is the notation after after placing all the queens. So here you can see you can place the queens on same row or same column or diagonally.